And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Blockchain Talks. There we go. Already a few mistakes in pronunciation. Anyway, so today's episode, as per usual, I'm going to talk a little bit about the current state of the market. I hope in forthcoming episodes some interesting things will happen. On my Twitter, I've been talking about promising my viewers and followers to once do an episode on metaverse. It's something for in the future. I'm probably going to first write a little blog, a full-on explanation about it, make it available for free for most of you guys. But yeah, today I want to talk a little bit about the current state of the cryptocurrency market. Now, as you guys can see, I'm going to refresh the page. There we go. You can see on the hourly charts, you can see at overall we're going back in green, but in the last 7 days, we have been turning red. Things have been going on the downside. And believe it or not, it is more or less in tandem with the predictions I made, in past videos, in the 2 or 3 past videos. How so? In the past 2 or 3 videos, I said, real trading range is at, not even indicated here on the 24-hour trading volume. Zoom out, go to the monthly. Real trading range between 60 to 65k. So that's the trading range. Now, as you guys can see, we are down below it, and it seems a new support level has been reached. Now, do notice that in the last video I made, I said, look, I wouldn't be surprised if we go down and remain so for the time being, and that we will be, averaging at the lower side. By reason, for some time, I said the real trading range is between 60 to 65k. As you can see, there was quite some time here, a few weeks even, we were, in the upper boundaries and even reaching above. So naturally, I predicted and made a note to myself, look, if corrections are going to occur, they will be quite steep. And I believe I even said last week somewhere here, even on my Twitter, I said, look, Bitcoin is now on sale, things are moving. And I believe even in my last video, I mentioned, watch out. We are going to go sideways at this point in time, but expect a major movement going to occur. As you can see, there's some heavy battling going on here with Bitcoin, especially in the last couple of days. You can see, quite some volatility. The trend is on the downside on the 14-day charts, but as you can see on the 7-day, if we are starting to zoom in, it's again, the range is here. There's a heavy battle going on. People buying, selling, etc., etc. Some friends of mine from the Crypto Belgium group have mentioned it might have something to do with whales playing a little game. Myself, I've got another idea. I'm thinking people are actually moving en masse. We are nearing the end of this month, and people are slowly closing their trades and options. So their longs are being closed as well as their shorts. And as you can see here, people are still actively betting, but the increased volatility here implies, traders are opening and closing in very rapid succession as the end of the month is nearing, and they still want to take profits. Nothing more, nothing less. As you can see even here on the 24-hour trading volume, everything was calm here in Europe, and now the American market is awakening, and you can see here volatility, going back up. I'm even going to put it in block shapes. As you can see, if the upsell is high, it's decently high, but the sell-off is, mostly due to shorts that are being closed down and people still betting, etc. But as you can see, it's a little bit of a mixed bag. So that's a little bit technical analysis of the charts. As you can see here, 14 days, general trend is downward. 30-day. On a 30-day, we could say it remains relatively stable at around this level here. That's 62k. should be the true value of Bitcoin. If that's dollar cost averaging here, so that's true value. So anything beneath it is on sale, and I'm going to repeat what I said last week. Anything below 60k means currently it is on sale. However, I'm going to be slightly more cautious in my choice of words here, as the bull run has been ongoing for quite some time, and it might be the case we might be seeing, well, the establishment of a new trading range. We had, if you zoom out even more, there we go, a double topping here, and it is a little bit reminiscent here of the 2018 bull run. I'm going to close in a little bit, so keep in mind this form, something like this. As you could tell, to top, so it is slowly resembling this one. People might say, yeah, but you've got this and we are now here, or people might say we've been here, now there, with the exception this one reaching higher, and now on the long term, well, stabilizing up until the next leg up. From what I can tell, well, it's not easy to predict the charts at this point in time. Will we go down? If I look in the long range, it might be the case we might actually see some crashing down. Even on the yearly terms, you can clearly see, well, a little downside. However, some people will also take notice of this pattern here. This too can still play out, so that we've got a steep decline, a bit of volatility, one upside, crash down, and then before we have a next leg up, big tremendous leg up. This might play out by reason if you take into account we are also nearing the end of this year, and what generally occurs at the end of the year, well, people are closing down their books and many trades are being, well, halted. Many companies tend to invest their surplus of profits also in a variety of assets, and that is something that I noticed last year in 2020 and even in 2019. There was a sudden uptick. I'm going to zoom out here. A sudden uptick. Oh, that's a bit too long. January 2020. I hope I'm okay here. Go to zoom out a little bit. You can see a little uptick. Yeah, naturally there was a little crash down here in 2020 when everything went in lockdown. However, I'm going to even sparser here. As you can see, in November, December, January, February, without taking into account the sudden crash in March due to COVID, well, the market was actually on the incline. And this is a trend which continued later on throughout the year. So what I'm basically saying here, perhaps I'm going to zoom even out to 2018, might be even more clear. So you have October, November. So yeah, this one slightly deviated, but as you can see, the top, okay, it's a little bit skewed here. Okay, I don't have any decent chart to show here. Anyway, what you should keep in mind is that the end of the year is nearing, and what you will have, well, like I said, are companies reinvesting money within a variety of assets. Trades are going to be closed, so depending on how many trades are still open, well, the market may go further down or even revive a little bit as profits are reinvested into Bitcoin or the entire crypto market. Can I make a prediction which way it will move? Probably if I do some very thorough investigation. Now, at this point in time, I'm going to be honest, it's merely my opinion, and I'm merely guessing also the possibilities that might occur. So this one isn't going to be a very thorough technical analysis. However, what I do want you guys to know is that an uptick is still possible. Sell-off, so there's a lot of volatility going on. So there's still a lot of possibilities, but just keep in mind, end of the year is nearing, and now there are a lot of institutional investors involved with Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. And many of them want to see their assets go into profit. Quite a few of them have already done so. But naturally, the higher the profit, the better. So with that in mind, I do believe, and I wouldn't be surprised that in December we will be seeing, well, quite a nice uptick straight back into the 60K range if all goes well. So yeah, that's a little bit what I wanted to say about the current state of the market. Now, the theme of today's episode was if it were a bear trap, or what did I mention? Sorry, guys. Yeah, if it were a bear trap or something else. Well, I dare say, hold on. No, I'm effing up here today. No, what I wanted to say is it a bear trap, yes or no? Might be a bear trap. However, from what I'm seeing here, there's some synthetic FUD going on. Some news articles have reached my ears about some Swedish FUD going on, saying that what was it again? To prevent banks from getting involved in cryptocurrency or something like it. Naturally, the IMF once again being a pain in the ass towards El Salvador. Well, there's plenty going on. Even China reiterated a little bit of FUD to downsize the price. So from what I can tell, and well, I think this one's playing out, especially if you start zooming out. I'm slightly more reminiscent here. 30 days is better. Slightly more reminiscent here of an small accumulation period occurring here for people and investors buying a Bitcoin on the cheap before unleashing it once again. Why do I say accumulation phase? Well, if you look at the yearly, we already had something akin here. And I see the same kind of level of volatility playing out before there was the next leg up. As you guys can see, it occurred here the months of June, July, before we went back up. And people were saying, yeah, there will be a crash towards the 20K levels, etc., etc. But we kept support and it veered nicely back up. And well, we're back here now. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm seeing this correctly, something like this will occur, or even something like this scenario occurring, and that higher levels will be reached in the forthcoming months. So do not be afraid. Be greedy when people are fearful, and now is the time to be greedy. It's on sale. So with that, I want to conclude this very short and small episode. Thank you guys for watching, and up until next time, bye.